Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice qualifiers, as we are going into another match to find out in the lower bracket who is going to be eventually moving on in that second spot that is open. Currently, Classic holds one spot. Congratulations to him here, as he was able to decimate the upper bracket and move on through. We are going into Dia going up against soO in the lower bracket now, and spawning up in the top left-hand corner in the red. It is soO. Is he forever destined to get second place? He would get second place if he qualifies here today. And down to the bottom right-hand corner in the blue, it is Dia.
soO will not give up. He won't back down from a fight, Carlos.
Won't back down from a fight. That's right. Unless I have to call for him to throw in the towel again after our last series, because that was a massacre. There you go.
Why would you tell someone to throw in the towel?
Throw in the towel. He was dead.
That's the
Leave him
first
alone.
time in a video game cast I've heard that.
I just wanted mercy for him. Just mercy. But no, not to be.
I would expect some edgelord casters to say that, but not you, Carlos.
No? I don't know, man. One day I'm going to incorporate all of the things from WWE into actual esports commentary.
What does it actually sound like, WWE cast?
It's very sound bitey. Like their commentators are super regulated about what they can do, to the point where whenever something happens, like a spot, they have to like say a very specific way, a very specific thing.
But they use expressions like "Mamma Mia" and stuff. Or
That sounds like Mauro Ranallo. You know Mauro Ranallo? He used to cast MMA, but he cast WWE for a long time, and I think he does cast NXT, and he says Mamma Mia a lot.
yeah, it's probably the one I have in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Where he goes, Mamma Mia! That one. No?
Why don't you use that in your cast? Spice things up.
Because it sounds rubbish. That's why.
No, it sounds good.
You think Mamma Mia sounds good?
Yeah, it's like epic.
This isn't an ABBA song. All right? It's epic.
I don't think Done and Dusted is like the sickest thing ever, but
No.
it still did the job.
Did it? Two Worlds Collide did the job, Todd. Let's not beat around the bush. All right. Stargate on the way for Dia down to the bottom. And with that, soO is just playing greedy. He's got himself his third base already down, up and running almost. What do we have? One Adept.
Yeah, we're gonna see soO turn it up a notch here, and even playing any differently than what we saw earlier. I don't think he has to, like, to be honest. Like, the one guy he lost to was Classic, who's just an absolute beast versus Zerg. So I feel as long as he plays standard here, he might be fine against somebody like Deer, but we'll see.
Yeah, should be okay. The Adept actually got in with the Shade, had a little look around, saw what was going on. Narkle will follow this up, but soO should know and have his timings down for him to eventually get some Spore Crawlers. He was trying to get him with the Overlord, but not to be. Stalker's hit so hard, man.
Looks like Solar's doing pretty well, by the way, against Hurricane in game 2, and might be able to take the 2-0, so he's still gonna be on the hunt.
On the hunt. Get that hashtag out there. Don't know why that one specifically, but get that hashtag out there.
It's good to have some sort of trademark, you know?
Hashtag on the hunt.
Yeah.
Solar's little happy face.
It's not Solar, it's Splice, I think,
Oh, okay.
that does this.
Yeah.
They do it across like other games and stuff. If you had a hashtag, what would it be? Done and dusted.
Exactly. I knew
Can you
exactly what
imagine-
you were going to say.
Can you imagine getting into Twitter arguments and finishing your sentence with hashtag done and dusted?
There's nothing else from there. Nobody can counter.
Yeah,
It's done.
exactly.
Hashtag done and dusted. What do you want? I haven't said this in commentary for, what, 4 years now? But you love
You get
it.
into an argument with Splice. They're like, we're not done with you. Hashtag on the hunt. It's like, what?
I just keep, at that point, I just copy and paste hashtag done and dusted 20 times, hoping that they leave me alone.
It's the greatest thing, man.
There you go. There you go. Glaive's going to go down here for Dia. How many gateways does he have? He's getting a Robo. Is he just going to get Gateway Explosion and go for it?
Yeah. That might be smart to do something like this, I think.
hard to shut down soO many ways.
But like when I look at the timing of that Hydra den, I feel like he might be able to get enough Hydralisks early.
Yeah.
Like all you need to have is like a couple Lings or even Queens to tank the damage. Because like Hydras die very fast to Adepts.
Yeah.
But if you have enough anyway, you're not even really in any danger.
And he's almost at 60 workers, so he's on a
By the
good
way,
state of economy for the third base.
I'm paying attention to Solar Hurricane.
It's
Hurricane is getting brutalized.
yeah. He's trying to hold on.
He's hashtag getting hunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-0 for Solar. Who's he playing next?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Might be Hero.
Oh yeah, he's playing Hero. Wow,
Yes.
that's a sick matchup.
Guessed it right.
Oh my god.
Adepts are going to come in though. 6 Adepts in total, shading forward. 7 actually going to move in towards killing off these drones. Where are the Hydralisks is my question. A few workers already died. Doesn't shade. You saw a lot of the Hydralisks at the front. Trying to kill off as much as possible. Baneling Nest is here. Vulnerable, not finished. Does a little bit of damage to it. Follow-up is going to be Robo Bay and Forge.
Getting out here is very smart. And I like the Robo Bay transition because if he goes into Colossus and gets a bunch of them here, soO, it's going to be very hard for him to win. And upgrade started so late as well, right? Like usually from there, if you're soO and you're getting +1 melee quickly, then you get +2 melee and you start dropping Banelings, then it's a very different game. But now, I like Deer's position a fair amount here.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Spire is going to be the wild card here for the Zerg player. Like we've seen soO with Mudas, you know, making magic happen at times, and
Yeah.
it's going to take no less here than just some flying around. And
It's traditionally been strong against the Robo Bay matchup, right? Colossi can't do much. The Disruptors
actually,
definitely can't
there
do
is a
much.
chance he goes Corruptors even.
Yeah, good. Does he have the full information though? Does he know it's Robo Bay, follow-up, etc.?
I don't think so. Maybe he's able to kind of anticipate it,
Yeah.
but I don't think he scouted. Can we check soO's? Yeah, he hasn't seen it.
Nope. Would love to see that if he could. Dropping down 2 hatcheries as well though. soO is kind of just macroing up on the other side of the map. Trying to get himself in a very good state economy-wise.
Centrifugal hooks here is... with the crit spread that he has going, is going to be great to have for soO. Like defensively, it's going to make him really, really strong. So I feel like Mutas might be the best choice here.
Yeah.
With or without the info, just Mutas, go across the map, wreck some mineral lines, kill probes, force cannons, and then maybe force the Protoss to attack you on creep. I mean, earlier, Protoss did very well when he finally had to attack against Mutas. Remember, like his army just kind of crushed through. But in this game here, good crit spreads, a lot of potential banelings being made. Actually, the best thing for soO would even to be making a lot more Mutas. If he gets a cloud of like 20-ish,
Yeah.
he really puts the Protoss in a really tough spot.
And the cannons that are going down aren't even in mineral lines.
Oh, he has no banelings though.
So,
Oh my god. Ooh. Does he see him coming? Okay, there.
morphing in now.
How
Could be
many
a bit
is that?
late.
It's like 15.
He needs to carve a wedge into this creep. He's actually negated a lot of the creep that's already expanded out just by finding this one gap in the middle of it. Flanks could be powerful, but the Mutalists actually go, oh, get the Warp Prism.
Wow.
Oh!
That's going to buy a lot of time here.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Deer has a choice. He knows that Mutas are going to attack him on his side of the map. If he doesn't attack, so he's going to stay on the map, but he can't reinforce into his army. What is he supposed to do?
Phoenix being added to this.
He's trying to pretend that he's going to attack, but I don't think he should just yet. He needs reinforcements. He needs to kind of max out.
Surely the recall has to happen unless he sits out here enough time for the Warp Prism to come along. But the Mutalist will get it. He has to recall. There's no way.
No, he can fight with force fields.
It's not bad so far. He kills off quite a bit of that. The force
Get off
fields are
the
good.
clip, yeah. Reinforce. Okay, if Deer can max out, and he should be able to pretty easily there, he's going to be in a great spot there against the Zerg stuck on Lairtech.
He had a canister as some of his mineral lines, I think. And there are Stalkers back here to be able to deal with these Mutalists. So not faring too badly at all here as Deer so far.
And soO's actually going into Corruptors. Okay, I like Deer's position a lot now.
Yeah.
More army supplies, getting +2. Remember, I've said this many times in my casts in the past. If you can max out against the Zerg on Lairtech, the army of the Zerg is not supposed to do well against yours.
Yeah.
And the almost only exception to this is if there are lurkers. if there are lurkers, maybe somehow, like lurkers is like, you know, a tier 2 unit that almost feels like a tier 3 unit. It's just really hard to counter, but usually the maxed out army of Protoss is just so much better at this stage that it doesn't even matter. And seeing how Deer goes into Storm as well is just a very scary prospect for soO to even have to face something like that, because he's just not going to be ready.
I guess for soO, the idea is to almost skip the lurkers at the moment. With the Infestation Pit going down, he wants to get up to Hive, get these Corruptors maybe morphed into some Broodlords to get things going. Storm's about to finish though, and that will put a dent in any of soO's plans here for the next couple of minutes.
And Force Fields are going to have to land properly here.
Where is he going? He's looking for a concave. He's looking to attack into this. Force Fields land already, shutting down some of that. But the Archon actually sabotaged some of that at the front, brushed down some of those Force Fields.
Yeah, and Baning's got in from both sides.
Yeah, killing off the Colossi as well.
Deer didn't see this army coming, so he's going to take much bigger losses than if he had taken a fight up on a ramp.
That was a disaster, really, for Deer.
That was horrible. And behind his soO as a bank, he's got lava. Oh, wow. All Deer had to do was stay up a ramp on this side of the map, max out, take a good fight, but he took like one of the worst possible fights out in the open.
Todd! It's gone! The Corruptors, he lost quite a few Corruptors for it, but he got a whole Nexus and even contaminated that Robo facility. Oof.
Wow.
soO's sitting pretty.
What a sick attack here. I think he recognized as well he needed to get such a fight.
Yeah. I guess
this is the kind of game, like if you're Protoss, you just like, I don't think you even need to watch the replay, but if you do and you look at that fight, you're like, oh my god, that was like one of my worst fights I've ever taken. Ever.
Yeah, powerful stuff here coming out from soO. I feel like it was the Archon sabotage at the front, unfortunately there for Deer.
Yeah, but even on the right side, like...
Yeah, they were still doing a lot.
Yeah, like, I mean, Bane's gone in on the right side and then like connected on like huge chunks of Stalkers.
Oh, he's
cleaned up big time.
Killed off the Robo facility. Lings and Hydras just flooding in now for soO. Deer really has not much left, just some Stalkers and High Templars available to try and counteract this. But the Hydras still are doing way too much here.
That feeling when ground weapons level 3 completes and you have half your opponent's army.
No units! No units to use them with. The Archons would relish the opportunity to fire away with those +3 weapons, but even that one doesn't get the chance to morph in. If he focuses down all those Archons, they have a very hard time being able to do anything. Oracle flies into its death. soO. Look at the army supply top. There you go.
Oh, I was looking.
There you go.
And soO with a very solid Game 1 win here. Despite not being in the best of spots, I thought he takes a very good fight down on the map. Very disappointed, I think, here by Deer, in a way. You know, like, I really feel like the one way you can lose is if you take this fight right now against the maxed out Zerg before you get, like, the proper amount of storms.
Yeah.
If he had been up a ramp anywhere, like, whether it's at the third base or at the natural, then the force fields are so much easier for him to land. Like, you can even, like, delay the fight. Imagine if he was at the ramp at his natural and soO comes there, he just like multiple force fields a bunch of time, then maxes out, has storm, and trust me, he will not lose that fight unless he takes it very poorly like he did in the middle of the map. But that was soO being brilliant as well, because soO identified like he needed to make that happen. He jumped on top of this army, he had the vision, he had the information, he took a great engagement, so good job by soO.
Yeah, as you mentioned, as minutes go by, that mid-game army is losing some strength there for the Zerg. So hit at just the right time. Ascension to Aya is a map that's going to be going down between Hero and Solar. Is that their first game? I think it's their first game, right?
I think they just did vetoes and stuff.
Yeah. So that's cool to see, as that's going to continue on down in the lower bracket as well.
Who do you think is going to make it out of the 4 to go and play against SOS?
soO or Hero? It'll be soO versus Hero.
Come on, it's going to be soO.
Look, oh, here's the bracket. There we go. You think soO? It could be Hero.
Second place, mate.
You're right. You're right. soO or Hero? I'll say soO, but I'm secretly hoping for the Hero SOS match.
It's crazy because like these guys, obviously, like they've all lost one match. They're in the lower bracket, but they've won so many matches at the same time that it feels like they already are, you know, almost deserving of the spot. But it's so far from done. They have to face one another, and then SOS, the final boss, the gatekeeper.
That's right.
The proxy gatekeeper.
The proxy gatekeeper. I mean, look how many 2-1s there were. Like, there were so many 2-1s up in the upper bracket, so many 2-1s as well down in the lower bracket. This is what the Korean qualifier is all about. So many good players.
Also, all of the qualifiers are very good players, right?
Yeah.
We got Europe and NA coming up on Monday, actually.
That's true. That's right. Is it on Monday?
Yeah.
We do Europe first, like 5 p.m. or something.
Yeah, and then
we finish that, and then at 1 a.m. we start.
It's the NA.
NA.
And Rotti is going to be joining us for this.
That's right.
It's NA. We need an American, right?
That's true. Yeah, that American representative is very important.
He knows the North American scene super well, actually. Does Rotti?
It's as if he lived there for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, and he still plays on NA.
Does he?
So he knows. He got all the insider info on a lot of these guys.
Why does he still play NA?
Research. Who knows?
Research? Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's get into it.
Confidence boost.
Confidence. Spotted out of the bottom right. In the red, it is Dia. Looking to try and bring it back. Still a best of 3 here, mind you. And up to the top left-hand corner in the blue, it's soO. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Ooh, no. Where are you going, Probe? You're a bit feisty. Out there nice and fast.
Just a quick scout.
Yeah.
I think you have idea. Unless he throws down the forge.
Whoa!
Oh my god! Okay, it's a gate.
Boo. Because we haven't had enough aggressive games today.
Most Zergs are so good against Cannon Rush that you shouldn't do it anyway. Then again, just recently I tuned into a stream and Haas was playing, and sure enough,
Of course he was.
he was cannoning multiple bases of this one Zerg.
Of course he was.
Breaking his will.
That's right. I like that. I like that a lot. But who doesn't like Haas? Come on. Let's be honest. At this point.
I don't know, everybody he plays against, maybe?
Maybe. It's one of those cryptic adverts. Pro gamers hate him. Fans love him. Find out the secret tricks of Haas.
For only $50,
No.
join the program.
The Haas program. He too can teach you to make walls of pylons.
That'd be pretty cool, actually, a coaching class. Do you know Masterclass?
Masterclass.
You know what Masterclass is?
I saw an advert for Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
Masterclass.
So it's like something, I don't know how much it is, it's like probably pretty expensive, like 500 euros or something.
Yeah.
You buy it and then you get access to all these videos of these guys coaching you something. So Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay would teach you cooking, and then you got Martin Scorsese teaches you directing a movie.
What?
A masterclass with Haas. How about that?
That's absolutely... We'd pay through the roof. Forget your film direction. Forget your cooking classes by a world-renowned chef. Give us Haas.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Masterclass Haas.
One day there should be one on esports, actually. It'd be really cool.
Yeah. I was asked about this recently, actually.
To do something like that?
Seminars on being an esports commentator, broadcaster. Yeah. Somebody was talking about it. And
what'd you say?
I mean, if it's a thing and if there was interest, it'd be quite a cool idea, I think.
Yeah.
Over the time, we've accrued knowledge and figure I think commentary is very subjective, though. You know, everyone has their own way of doing it. Of course, there's little things that are kind of universal, the do's and don'ts of doing it. But
like, you could say that about everything.
Yeah,
cooking,
no, you're right.
Directing a movie.
You're right. You're right.
So do it.
Yeah, 500 euros just each purchase.
Yeah, I think it's like really well made though. Like,
yeah, of course.
if you're really into something, I guess it would be worth.
Yeah.
But for somebody like me who can't even cook 2 eggs, like I don't think that buying a masterclass by Gordon Ramsay is gonna do much for my life.
No, indeed. I eat chicken and rice every day. So it's like, well, Gordon Ramsay, what sauce am I putting on my chicken today? That's about it, really.
He'd be like, it's raw.
That's right. I'm like, well, thanks, Gordon. I paid 500 euros for you to tell me my chicken's raw.
Have you seen his tweets where he commentates
people's food?
People's food,
yeah. Most dishes that get sent to him are like English breakfasts.
Yeah,
they
a lot
get
of different
slated.
stuff. Like sometimes he looks really bad and he's like, oh my god, you're tweeting this, you're still on the toilet or something. Spores going down here for soO. Nothing too special here happening. You know, he made sure he had the defense, the proper defense here against the Stargate units that are being thrown at him. And what are we gonna see out of Deer with the Twilight Council finishing? It's again gonna be another
Adept attack.
Glaives. He still has the, that's the probe top right hand side, I believe. So if he was to proxy like a pylon. Oh no, never mind, that's the Phoenix. I'm surprised no more people do this, where they try to be aggressive with Glaives and proxy both a pylon and a gateway, but I guess Zergs have become so good at finding those, it's very hard to pull them off.
Yeah. It's got a few lings on the way.
I don't think we had a Roach War in here, so it's just going to be straight into Hydras.
It likes cutting that corner.
This could hit early enough that he's going to do a lot of damage by Deer, actually.
Definitely could if it goes. Does he have Warp Prism pylon out anywhere?
No. It's just going to be sent by... Wait, what? Oh, no, never mind, he's stopped there. Yeah, it's just going to send from his natural where he reinforces from.
Right. No, third base is going down, so it's not like a massive commitment just yet.
soO is getting a lot of links. Not sure if defensive or if he actually wants to attack with it. He's going to start Muscular Augment.
I think he figured that that attack was coming, to be honest.
You know, one thing that I'm super sad we've never really seen is the creep highway with Overlords.
It doesn't happen as much nowadays.
It almost never happens.
No. And you get away with it against something like this. Adepts, I mean, no anti-air really. He has a Phoenix, I suppose, out in the back.
Yeah. But like, then you get the Hydra so fast anyway.
Yeah.
That if you were setting up some sort of creep highway right now towards the natural base of Deer, that could be slick.
Good save on that first thought Queen, and going to have to shade on away here. The Lings are getting funneled up in a small choke here. Will they shade forward? I mean, they have to, really. They have to try and find some damage elsewhere, but Lings are waiting for them, pouncing at them.
Yeah, soO has enough everywhere here. He's defending all over the place. Oh, he starts using drones on the third base right now in the meantime. But have to be careful not to let that happen too much. That one Adept is an angry one.
5 workers fall in the end. So 49 workers to 53. Deer transitioning on back home to the Robo Bay. Maybe a Spire again. Wouldn't be too bad a miss.
I'm keeping an eye on Solar here when I see Adept shitting all over the place as well.
And they've got the same skin. I was looking at it, I was like, is that this game?
They're connected.
That's right.
What is this, Sense8?
It's by the color, my friend.
You know that show?
Sense8?
Yeah.
No, what's Sense8? Is that
too long to explain?
Is that in real life color? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
Good to know. Stasis Ward only catches a few of those Lings though. Force fields slowing them down. The Lings in stasis almost acting like a small force field. Double shield battery trying, I mean, desperation.
It's going to take a long time for these to go up, but if it does, it will help a lot here in the defense.
Yeah.
And this, by the way, like every time I watch Deer trying to go for Colossus, I'm like, yep, that's why nobody goes Colossus and gets away with it.
Oracle falls at the front. Immortals trying to do some damage here as well, but it's taking a lot of damage itself. It probably will end up falling. The Hydralisks are still doing so much here against the gateway units. Reinforcements coming along as well, Todd.
The macro is so good.
This could just be it.
soO just kind of kept on pulling back. The one Stalker here is going to try to be saved. There's only one Pylon as well down there, applying all these at the natural.
Colossus comes out. Oh, into a world of pain. No, run away. Okay, it's fine.
Born in the ashes of the battlefield.
That's right. Another Colossus is going to be in production as well here. Buying time for this to come out would be fantastic, but still just warping in as many units as possible. Deer will hold on. Colossus is the victor. 9 kills.
Already.
That's right. Chrono boosting the other one out as well. He knows that it's a dire moment of desperation. Thermal Lance now starts, but more Lings are going to try and flood in here to support this. Still so many Lings and Hydralisks.
Yeah, Deer has a big Walker lead. If he holds on here, he just wins the game.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Killed so many workers with Adepts at the back by the looks of things. In the end.
soO with a lot more army supply, but I mean, it's mostly Hydras and Lings here. Not really doing anything for him so far. It's not about to get any better if Thermal Lens completes and Deer assembles a slightly bigger army here. And the Spire on the way, so Corruptors, I guess? Because if he does with the Colossus, the rest of the ground will fall pretty fast.
Yep.
Especially like if you get that fight where you clean up the Colossi with Corruptors, then the Corruptors can go and snipe a Nexus somewhere.
Yeah, they're not very useful in that fight from that point on. Baneliness going down as well here. soO trying to get himself some explosive potential on the ground. 12 drones being added on, so he can transfer over to that gold base by the looks of things. And Ling's going to go for a wrap on that gold base themselves. But two
Pretty
Colossi
crazy.
there.
It was all Protosses in the winners bracket with all 4 of them in the semis. But if soO and soO win here, we have a ZvZ to find out who plays against SOS in the ZvP.
Yeah.
In the final match of today.
That's a good point. Hero doesn't look like he's having the best of times at the moment against all of these Hydras, but he has quite a big army in the Hero versus Solar match. As Solar is just, well, soO even I should say, is just bouncing around at the moment with this Hydralisk Ling ball. 7 Corruptors are about to pop. He wants to buy a little bit of time before he takes this engagement.
He's trying to force field. Oh my god, his address just slightly outside of range.
Yeah, just so close. Will bounce away.
The creep spread has been really good actually from soO in those ZvPs.
Looks like Hero just won that game versus Solar in game number 1.
Yeah.
So he's one up against Solar there.
12 Banelings here on the way, more Corruptors. This is going to be a tough fight for soO, but if he can win it, he would be in a great spot.
Pulls the drones away instantly. Really good reactions here. I mean, he knew this fight was going to be coming this way anyway, so... Where are the Corruptors, though? Wants a good angle on all of this. Okay, here we go. Big angles coming in from left and the right here with Banelings and Hydralisks, but he doesn't have Baneling speed, and they're all caught behind the Hydralisks here to start off this fight. One of the Colossi has already gone down. Another one's going to fall as well. If he could get out of the Warp Prism, that would be the ultimate cleanup here for soO, but he's pushed everything back and forces the recall.
Yeah, what a great fight here by soO, coming in from multiple angles, cleaning up big time, getting rid of all the Colossi. Oh my god, that Archon.
Archon!
Don't do it!
Go to Weight Watchers! He's too stuck.
He's gonna have to get a Prism to free that, or kill the gate. No! Move!
He hasn't learned his lesson from the first time!
The Silent Guardian. He's been
Definitely
posted.
silent.
He's gonna have to stay at this expo forever. Storm on the way now for Deer, but soO. That's why soO is so smart. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh.
You get rid of the Colossus, and then you go straight for a Nexus, and at the same time, he's gonna be attacking that gold base right there.
He doesn't have the army supply to cater to all of this that he needs to. This Baneling still doesn't have centrifugal hooks, so they're just waddling along behind this army.
Storm's about to finish here.
Yeah.
This is...
Oh,
if soO had known, he would have kept on fighting here.
I guess the Corruptors are still alive in one capacity or another. And down to the south, maybe, looking for another Colossi if they can find it. But here comes the Storms, catches quite a few of those Banelings before they walk in, but another one's going to walk on forwards. And that is those Hydralisks ripping apart a lot of this army. Storms will connect and actually push back some on the north side. Meanwhile, here the south also getting pushed back as well. But look at the reinforcements coming forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Deer is chasing here, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's just looking to try and land some Storms here and there. He's hungry for a little bit of a battle, but I don't think soO's gonna mind too much. He's just gonna regroup, get more Hydras, and then just keep on pushing. If he can bait Storms here, that's really the key in winning those fights. Try and bait Storm, pull back at the last second, re-engage, and then Protoss units are gonna start on running out.
Damned if you do and you're damned if you don't here at the moment, Deer. If you go back and deal with those Corruptors, then you're not going to have anything to deal with at the front. Baneling's going to roll in once again into the center of the army at the front, and that's going to be the Hydralisk cleaning things up as it comes on, with those Zealots charging in towards the bottom, trying to soak up as much damage from these Hydras as possible. But still, I think there's enough Hydras to be able to keep this at bay. That being said, the Immortals and Stalkers do push that away for the moment. And he's managed to set a 5th base up towards the top right-hand corner sword. Deer's holding on for dear life. I didn't mean to do that.
No, you did.
I didn't mean to do that.
That was terrible.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. All right, back into the game. +3. Immortals.
I'm speechless.
I can't believe I did it
You have
as
to
well.
make a soup now as well.
That's too soon.
Oh my god.
All right. Hydralisk doing a lot of work at the front once again. The Banelings, once they get through, he has nothing left. He has this small army up towards the top coming along with Storms available.
Yeah,
so
High Templars are the real threat, but there's still so much Zerg here.
Oh,
the High Templars.
Yeah, 2 Banelings kind of walked on
that
through.
One immortal, by the way. Oh my god. Shield batteries made that one truly immortal.
Yeah. Still holding on.
A small counter-attack of the bottom left here did a little bit of damage.
Forced the denial of the 5th, though, with some Lings or something up towards the top right-hand side.
Both players are all over the map.
Yep.
Upgrade lead, actually, hugely in favor of Deer, but
doesn't have the numbers.
Upgrade is not always everything. To be honest, he's caught up pretty well here. Supply difference was about 20 a second ago. Now soO started a big batch of units. Damn, these Corruptors. The terror on the map, just kind of flying around.
Keep him finding some of those Nexus, wherever they can find them. The Nexi. And they're going to go over to that 5th base again.
Isn't it the Nexuses?
The Nexuses, Nexi, Nexus. I actually looked it up, and
Colossi,
you can use
Nexuses.
Yeah, I actually looked it up, and you can use multiple forms of that in English, I think. It was a long time ago I looked it up.
In English British or English, the real English?
What, you mean where English was invented? English British?
Hey, listen.
Are you one of these people that think America created our language?
People in French Quebec speak the old school French, but they don't speak. That's not the real French. Just saying.
Wait, so you're saying? Oh, never mind.
I'm saying I just debated you.
All right, soO, what can you do at this front? Apparently nothing, just there. Oh god, it's gonna get mullered if he's not
He's
careful.
trying to bring this army of Deer in a really bad spot here, where the Banelings finally will engage. Here we go.
Yeah,
they're rolling on forward.
Of Banelings.
So many Banelings.
Storms do slow them down, though.
Not that one immortal. Where are you going?
To be fair, he's talked up a lot of Banelings, but I don't
took one for the team.
I don't know if that's the answer. Oh no, Banelings! Ah! They're trying to get to the High Templars!
Oh my god, everything is dying here from both sides. On the top right-hand side, still a little bit of an attack. Oh my god!
It's gonna get it!
Oh my god,
These
that
Corruptors.
is so sick. That's gonna weaken the income as well of Deer so much.
It keeps happening. He's denied it like 2 or 3 times now. I think.
Darn Corruptors.
Yeah, the other 2 might have been like cancels, but this was a full kill.
And then now soO has the way better saturation. We see the income. 2,300 against 1,300. A huge lead here for the Zerg player who's gonna use that to get more army and then keep on attacking, keep on trading. Don't let the Protoss army get too big. 4 storms to be used all the time. Damn, what a ridiculous game here.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Deer's got +3 attack, by the way, and soO has +2 melee, so...
Yeah.
Surprised we don't see more Baneling drops, actually, when it's like this. Especially if you keep a Protoss busy at the front, looking at the main fight, and you drop Banelings in one of the middle lines at the same time. That can really be a game-winning move, but we still don't see that all that much.
In almost ironic fashion, as much as Zerg wants to evolve constantly, soO's kind of devolved this game to full mid-game all day, every day, with just Ling Bane Hydra trying to crash on through, and they get to the High Templars. They get killed off by those Banelings. That's the big win that soO wants here in this fight. He knows he doesn't have to deal with any more storms, although some High Templars up from the north do have some energy for storms. Kept in reserves here by Dia, but will it be enough? Lings move forwards once again, trying to get on towards those Zerglings, forcing the High Templars to morph into Archons. Will the Hydralisks have enough damage here to be able to push through? soO's constantly battering his head against this wall. And he might just have it here, Todd.
Yeah, Deer's running out of army here, 14 to 68. All these expensive units are gone except those 2 Archons, but they can't do all that much by themselves here. Shield batteries are going to try to save them for a little bit. Even the Corruptor is going to work here for a little bit.
They killed the Robo. They killed the Robo,
oh
and
my
that
God,
really limits.
Corruptors, the MVPs.
Yeah, they've killed Nexus after Nexus after Nexus, and now they've killed a Robo, really limiting if any Immortals more could actually come out from this fight. And soO finally has broken down Dia, and it took a long time, but he seems to have done it, Todd. Had so much dying off at this natural.
He's got a resources loss down there.
Oof. Very close, actually. But soO has just been able to mine so much from that 3rd base down towards, sorry, the 5th base towards the bottom. and even the 6th base to the north. Now the last bastion of hope here for Deer is going to be the 3rd base as his army's pushed back all the way. Lings and Hydras constantly reinforcing, my friend. It's not going to be easy to hold on against all of that. Or even on the high ground as well. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Hydralisks do what they can.
You underestimate my power.
That's right. GG. soO is able to win that out. It took a little while at the end there, but we can also go over to soO versus Hero currently. Hero 1 game up, but soO, look at that army, Todd.
I'm looking, and it's pretty scary here. All of these lurkers in particular. Their power comes from the siege, and what a siege it is going to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Not much you can do against that. Really not much army at all here for Hero. Might be going down quite quickly, quite swiftly in this game. As
we came at the right time again.
We really did.
The last 20 seconds.
Yeah. Seeing the final moments, the closing moments of this. Those Zealots. No, Zealots! GG.
1-1 here, so...
Throw in the towel.
Oh my god.
Throw it in.
And the 3rd map is going to be played here between soO and Hero to find out who faces soO. And then the winner of that will face SOS in the best of 5.
Yes, correct. So some good stuff going on in the bracket.
Whoever wins here only has to beat soO and SOS. Easy peasy, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Just another day at the office.
It'd be kind of crazy if you do have a soO versus SOS lower bracket final, because you've got an